أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أعوذ بالله من شرور نفسي ومن سيئات أعمالي. من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. الله سبحانه وتعالى أمرنا في سورة النساء بآية مهمة جدا بعض الأشياء فبتبدأ بالعبادة. قال في كتابه العزيز واعبدوا الله ولا تشركوا به شيئا. طلب منا أن نعبد الله ونوحده ونسجد له ونستعين به ونطلب منه كل ما نحتاج وأن لا نشرك به شيئا. هذه أول وصيتين، أن تعبد الله ولا تشرك بالله شيئا. So Allah in this verse ordered us to worship Him, to worship Allah alone. We are here on this earth. We have been created and put on this earth to worship Allah alone. So we must remember this instruction every day, every hour, every second of our life. The second instruction, do not make associate with Allah. No partners with Allah. Do not make partners with Allah. That's the second instruction Allah wants you to do every day in this verse. The third one, وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Be kind to your parents. Be kind to your mother. Be kind to your father. Allocate time to help your parents. Allocate time to be useful to your parents. Allocate time to support your parents. And the rest you know. This is instruction number 3. This is all in one verse. وَبِذِي الْقُرْبَى. Be kind to your relatives. Your sister, your brother, your uncle, your auntie. The rest, you know, from both sides. Instruction number 4. وَالْجَارِ الْجُنُوبِ. Your neighbor, next door neighbor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Upstairs, downstairs, left, right, in front, at the back. All your 7 neighbors, you have to be kind to them. وَالصَّاحِبِ بِالْجَنْبِ. وَالصَّاحِبِ بِالْجَنْبِ. Your further neighbor. Some scholars say up to 40. So if you live 40 doors from this mosque, and the people who live in this mosque are your neighbors. The management, the people who live upstairs, the people who run the mosque, they are your neighbors. This verse is telling us, especially those who are 40 doors, all directions away from this place. We have duty towards our neighbors in this place. وَابْنِ السَّبِيلِ. And the traveler. Be kind to the traveler. If a traveler passes by, now ask your help, whether financial help or direction or any other help, that you individually can help him and support him, Allah is instructing you to do it every day. Still all in one verse. وَمَا مَلَكَتْ أَيْمَانُكُمْ وَمَا مَلَكَتْ أَيْمَانُكُمْ, and whom your right hands possess, which doesn't apply because we don't have. At the moment, this does not apply. إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ مَنْ كَانَ مُخْتَالًا فَخُورًا. So now we come to the instruction number 12 and 13, which I want you to focus very well on this, which is to do with your soul. I'll repeat. إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ مَنْ كَانَ مُخْتَالًا فَخُورًا. Allah does not like those who are self-deluded and boastful. Now here, this ayah is talking about two sicknesses in the heart. Not one sickness in this verse. Instruction number 12, instruction number 13 is about two sicknesses that affect the heart. You see how dangerous it is if you don't treat your heart every day. One is being self-deluded, which your soul could encourage you to do that, and the other one, boastful. So, subhanallah, you can see in one verse, Allah gave us or drew our attention to 13 points which are very important in our daily life. Which means after we're teaching it to ourselves, we're teaching it to our children. I can't understand how people go and sit in coffee shops and do shisha, and they have 4, 5, 7 children, and they don't teach them. They don't teach them these instructions, which is in Surah An-Nisa, which is about his wife and his mother and his daughters. So it is very important that we read those verses, especially this coming holiday. And also, I want to talk to you also about in the part of this khutbah, the second part, inshallah, about Maryam and Isa alayhi salam, which is a very important story that we have to sit down with our children and tell them what the Quran is telling them and instructing them, to tell them exactly who is Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, and who is Maryam, radiallahu anha. Astaghfirullah. Allah says in Surah Maryam, which is number 19 in the Quran, from verse 16. واذكر في الكتاب مريم إذ انتبذت من أهلها مكانا شرقيا فاتخذت من دونهم حجابا فأرسلنا إليها روحنا فتمثل لها بشرا سويا. And mention, O Muhammad, in the book the story of Mary, when she withdrew from her family to a place towards the east. When she withdrew from her family to a place toward the east. And she took in seclusion from them a screen. Then we sent to her our angel Jibreel alayhi salam. And he represented himself to her as a well-proportioned man. So teach the story to your children. Tell them how she went to a place when she was pregnant with Isa alayhi salam. When she went to a place, and then Jibreel came to her to tell her and to inform her. He came in the shape of a man to tell her and inform her what's going to happen to her soon. قالت إني أعوذ بالرحمن منك إن كنت تقيا قال إنما أنا رسول ربك لأهب لك غلاما زكيا. She said, indeed, I seek refuge in the most merciful. Indeed, I seek refuge in the most merciful from you. So leave me if you should be fearing of Allah. He said, I am only the messenger of your Lord to give you news of a pure boy, i.e. Isa alayhi salam, her son. So now, why is it crucial to teach our children this story from the Quran? Because so many other people are teaching them about Jesus alayhi salam. And this month, people will be going to parties, schools, universities, or at work. Everybody is talking about Isa and Maryam. Everybody is talking about Jesus and Mary. And we Muslims now have duty to explain what we know about Jesus and Mary, especially to our children. قالت أن يكون لي غلام ولم يمسسني بشر ولم أك بغيا. She said, how can I have a boy while no man has touched me and I have not been unchaste? قال كذلك قال ربك هو علي هين ولنجعله آية للناس ورحمة منا وَكَانَ أَمْرًا مَقْضِيًّا. He said, thus it will be your Lord says, it is easy for me, and we will make him a sign to the people and a mercy from us. And a mercy from us. And it is a matter already decreed. So Allah already destined this. Allah decided this fate. What's going to happen to Maryam? That she's going to get pregnant without being touched by a man. And that she will have her son. And Allah has decreed this. Allah has decided this. And this is a decision we always have to remember. That Allah, there are things that He decided 50,000 years before the heavens and earth were created. So nobody can change things, nobody can affect them. And you have to accept them. This is part of your happiness in life. Whatever happens to you, you have to remember that it did not miss you. It has to happen. Because it did happen even to Virgin Mary. May Allah be pleased with her. And we all know the struggle that she went through and she suffered in society. So please, make sure that as soon as something happens to you, you accept your fate. And do not hesitate and do not think anything about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And remember, you cannot change what has happened. If you have an accident, accept it. This is part of your decree. Say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We belong to Allah and we're going back to Him. That is part of Iman. Al-Iman bil-Qadar. Al-Qadar bil-Qadar. فحملته فانتبذت به مكانا قصيا فأجاءها المخاض إلى جذع النخلة قالت يا ليتني مت قبل هذا وكنت نسيا منسيا. So she conceived him and she withdrew with him to a remote place. And the pains of childbirth drove her to the trunk of a palm tree. She said, "Oh, I wish I had died before this." and was in oblivion forgotten. A woman by herself, she became pregnant, she got pregnant, and she's delivering the baby, her son, next to nobody, by herself alone, next to a palm tree. And now, some women, we ask them to look after this, sort out this problem. They panic because we haven't trained them. Some of our wives and children, the daughters and sisters, sometimes you ask them to do a simple task or to be patient. They find it so difficult, even just for half an hour. And imagine this blessed woman, how much she was patient in carrying that child and moving from one place to another and here and there. And she didn't have a husband. And she's going to face society. And the pain she went through by herself. فناداها من تحتها ألا تحزني قد جعل ربك تحتك سريا وهزي إليك بجذع النخلة تساقط عليك رطبا جنيا فكلي واشربي وقري عينا فإن ترين من البشر أحدا فقولي إني نذرت للرحمن صوما فلن أكلم اليوم إنسيا. Now the struggle starting. She's going to meet people. She's going to face society. But he called her from below her. Jesus, peace and blessings be upon him, as soon as he came out of her body, he spoke to her, he called her. But he called her from below her, do not grieve. Your Lord has provided beneath you a stream. Allah has established a stream, water, going from underneath you, next to you. And shake toward you the trunk of the palm tree, it will drop upon you ripe, fresh dates. Now here is something called al-akhdhu bil-asbab. He told her, try to shake the palm tree. We all know nobody can shake a palm tree. But this is trying to look for food, trying to do some actions to do your food, even if you are by yourself and suffering. Try and take actions. Be proactive. Take actions. Don't sit lazy at home. Go around. Go and speak to your friends, whoever, and ask for help and improve your life. This woman, when she just delivered her baby, she started shaking the palm tree, trying to shake the palm tree in order to let the dates to come on her down, to come down on her. This is what we should be teaching our wives and daughters and our sisters and relatives. A woman struggling after birth, she started working hard to get her food, and she's by herself and doing a very difficult task. But because she's trusting Allah and Allah is teaching her to trust, she's supposed to do actions. She did those actions, and the palm tree sent down on her the dates. We have to do actions. Food is not going to come to our houses. Money is not going to come to our houses if we don't go and get it. If we don't go and work hard to get it the halal way. There are a lot of lessons we should be learning from this story, and we should be teaching to our children. Please, in the next 2 weeks, your children will be sitting down for hours watching videos and movies and on the PlayStation and the rest of it. Tell them, no, these 2 weeks, let's sit down and read the story about Jesus, peace and blessings be upon him, and his mother, and how they struggled and how they were patient, and so on. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعائي. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم اجعل القرآن الكريم ربيع قلوبنا ونور به بصائرنا. اللهم اجعل القرآن الكريم ربيع قلوبنا ونور به بصائرنا إنك على كل شيء قدير. اللهم وحد صفوفنا. اللهم فقهنا في ديننا. اللهم فقهنا في ديننا. اللهم فقهنا في ديننا. اللهم أعنا على أن نربي أولادنا وبناتنا تربية صالحة. اللهم أعنا على أن نربي أولادنا وبناتنا تربية صالحة إنك على كل شيء قدير يا حي يا قيوم يا مجيب الدعاء. والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.